All right. How we doing today, man? It is beautiful Friday. That means I get to shave my face. I shave every Friday. Yeah, the whole beard is gone that we cannot grow. But we get to shave every Friday. I kind of just wait once a week, so we get this abomination, or what's the word? Abomination or whatever, off my face. I feel like I look so much better without it, but that's besides the point. I want to talk about this. I mean, you guys have been seeing me just flex about it on Twitter, TikTok, on this channel. Best 5 weeks I've ever had. Let's talk about it, right? Let's get into it. And I kind of want to talk about scaling, how I plan to scale, what are my thoughts, what do I think, right? It's not the best way to do it. It's just for me, right? What's my system? What's my plan going forward? What am I going to look to do? That's my plan. And I'm going to go over that. So scaling in this video. I want to review this week too at the back end. So if you guys want to just see that, let me talk about the charts this week. Look at that. I want to review this week, review some of the mistakes and stuff like that we did. We could have done better, stuff like that. But that will be like the back end. The first part though, I want to talk about what I've changed in my trading and what I'm going to keep doing, what I'm going to, and how I'm going to scale, how I'm going to progress, how am I going to take advantage of the building, the momentum, and all that, and get to the next level, right? So, first of all, one thing that has really just remained consistent. So spoiler today, we did not take a trade. If you didn't take a trade today because you didn't see your setup, congratulations, right? How would you guys have felt today if you took I know not trading sucks. I want to take a trade today. I was like, man, I really want to take a trade. But I didn't take one. I didn't see what I want to see. Nothing really looked great, and I didn't take a trade. So sometimes when I sit here and think about, I could have taken a trade. I wish I took a trade, all this stuff. Imagine if you lost that trade. Would you be sitting there begging for a trade like you were, right? Does it make much sense for you to be begging to want to get that trade just because, you want to feel something, right? Just because you want to get some money, get some payout, whatever. Imagine if you lost that trade that you were dying for. So no trade is always better than losing on days where you don't see a setup, right? If you see your setup and you don't take the trade and you don't lose and you don't trade, that's not better than losing because you did lose. You list down the winning trade. But I didn't see anything I liked. I'll go over today later, like I said, when I review the week. But today is a great no trade day. I literally framed this on Twitter. I said exactly what I wanted to see. I said how I wanted. You can go see the tweet. But I was saying how since we were already at all-time highs, I'll kind of just go over this real quick, why I didn't take a trade. Already at all-time highs, coming into the day on a Thursday, swept at all-time highs. We were just chopping range-bound. And I said I was expecting to see Friday just kind of sell off, be a little bit choppy, and sell off back into the range of the week, the cap of the week. Exactly what happened. Who knows what the next 3 hours will do, but exactly what happened pretty much was we just sold off to cap the week, right? It's very typical Friday protocol. Very, very up and down, choppy conditions, though, especially near open was pretty choppy. Waited for news. News came in. It just one of those days. So I came into the day expecting not to take a trade, and I didn't take a trade, right? But the majority of what I want to talk about in this video has nothing to do with today. It has to do with just overall these last 5 weeks. Why do I say this has been the best 5 weeks of my life? Well, I've never actually done this well in an Express account. This is my second Express account ever, so that's one thing. And two, we've started doing one trade a day ever since this day, and we've had 2 losing days. And again, we're not going to keep this up forever. We're not going to just lose twice in 5 weeks or 25 trading days. It's not going to happen forever, right? But it's happening right now. And we missed a trade in this day and this day, right? We could have won. I always talk about this. You guys are tired of me hearing this. And I closed this trade for break even, this one for break even when they would have won. That's, flip those results, and we're looking really good. So I'm really happy with this. What was the thing, and I talk about this one trade a day. If you struggle with revenge trading like I did for so long, I revenge traded non-stop for years. Not really, that's an exaggeration, that's a hyperbole. But I overtraded for a year for sure. I was so focused on passing funded accounts, doing whatever that I would just revenge trade. Every time I lose, boom. I would never end the day on a loss. Every single time I took a losing trade, I guarantee I took another trade that day. Either maybe made some back or lost again. I never once could just step away on a loss. So we've been fixing that. So I really cannot recommend one trade enough. It isn't good. I hate one trade a day. I hate it to my core. It sucks. It makes you nervous. It makes you overthink your entries, everything. One trade a day is horrible. I don't recommend it. But again, don't worry about the numbers. Look at the green, right? One trade a day. One loss. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 days bigger than that one loss. And we could have had 2 more if we didn't close them at break even like a little baby. And, if we take profit differently here, we do some things differently, we could look a lot better, and we could actually talk about the numbers and flex the numbers. But right now I'm just flexing the consistency with winning trades and just the decision making. One trade has allowed me to just really be good at taking trades. I've never been able to stick to one trade a day for more than like a week or two, because I would take a loss on the first time I try and do it, and it would just be like, you know what, I'm taking more trades. And it doesn't work that way, right? It just doesn't work that way. So I've committed to it, and I've done it for 5 weeks, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to do it until I get a payout or blow this account. And we're just going to keep going with it because it eliminates horrible days. So again, if you struggle with revenge trading at all, that can never happen. You can never revenge trade ever. I don't care what's going on in your life. You can never revenge trade, because you will never succeed at trading if you revenge trade. If you over leverage, if you make the basic mistakes, you are never going to succeed. I'm so sorry to tell you this. You'll never succeed, man. My man, you'll never succeed. I say that a million more times. I don't know how to emphasize this enough. You will never succeed. I was going down a path where I had zero chance of success. I was taking myself down a path of zero chance of success, long-term success ever, because I was over trading, revenge trading, over leveraging to make losses back. I was doing everything that would never work long-term, right? So I'm super happy with the path we're going down. Again, we could go on a losing streak. That will be unfortunate, but we know that this can happen too, where we've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've entered the market 15 times. It's not like I've just sat here and not traded and taken 2 losses. I've entered the market 15 times. That's 15 different days. That's 15 different trades. And only twice out of 15 times have I lost the trade. That is pretty phenomenal. I do say so myself. I'm going to pat myself on the back, right? For that, because that is good. That is a big deal for me. 15 times, 15 different days, we push a button and we either win or break even. 13 out of the times out of 15, we've only lost twice. And this was the only trade that I feel like I shouldn't have even taken, right? So we're taking better quality setups. We're taking one trade a day. We're not over leveraging. We're not FOMOing. We're not doing nothing stupid. We're just focusing and look at the results we get. Right? If this isn't motivation, I guess the numbers aren't there. Don't look at the numbers. Think about the progress. Think back to my channel and what we were doing before this, right? Let's look at this. Let's look at some of these titles of these videos. Let's look at some of these titles, right? Here. Let's just scroll back to January, February, March, April, May, June, July, May, and June. I'm an idiot. Hold up. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, June, May, April. Let's go 3 months back. 3 months. Full board my trading account, it worked. 4K views. I would like to get those views going again. And then immediately the next day, biggest losing day ever in XFA. Super disappointing. Next day, I blew my XFA account. Right? Look at this. Full porting. Biggest losing day ever. Blowing my XFA account. Trade recap, losing trades, sticking my rules. This is like 4 straight days of just nothing. Winning day on a new prop firm trade recap, right? Breaking my trading rules after getting FOMO, right? Biggest winning trade of the month. Live trade management. So this is just like, and this was like $200. Revenge trading when I knew I should step away, right? Revenge trading when I knew I should step away. Not winning any trades this week. Plus 633, massive improvements in my trading. Cap. Plus 520, better trading than ever. This week was good. This week was good, though. This week was good. Why? Look, this is the week. This is that week right here when I started doing good. Right? I started doing good that week. Losing trading day feels like the end of all my progress. I'll just say it was that. This was on a different Express account, I think. I don't know. I don't know where that was. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, look at these titles. Look at these titles. Massive losing trade, 500 after 2 weeks of good trading. Recovering a massive losing day to end my best trading week. Getting wrecked in choppy conditions. Winning day feels like I lost. Missing the best trade ever. Gambling my trading account. My 24. Okay, this video's sick. This video's sick. My worst trading day in months. Right? Like, it just goes from bad to worse. It really did. It just went from bad to worse. Because I wasn't committed to it like I was trying to get better, but I was letting myself just be a degen. I was allowing myself to be a degenerate. And the views were there, man. These views were pumping, blowing all my trading. Okay, well, this was clickbait. 5K views, 2.8, 2.7, 3.6, 2 point whatever, 3K, 4.6, 3.9, 4.3. Dude, we were growing. We were getting money. Everything was sick, man. It was all sick. I was so stoked. But like mentally, I just felt like an idiot, bro. I just felt like everything was like it just wasn't working, man. And my plan wasn't working. My trading wasn't working. But it's nice for the views. The eyes came on to me, and my code was getting ran up more. Everything was feeling great. But behind it all, it was not working, right? So what did I do? I locked in on the this is what I'm trying to do. This is what this channel is for, is to motivate, to inspire, to look at what's happening for me. And I'm not even trading perfectly yet. I'm still making mistakes, which we're going to recap when we recap this week. I'm still making mistakes. I'm still missing things but look how much better it is. That's all I'm trying to emphasize, because we could lose this account tomorrow or next week. If we go on a big fat losing streak, we could lose the account, right? There's no guarantees in life. But but even if we go and lose this account, at least we were about to blow this account anyways. We were trades away, 1 or 2 trades away from blowing this account anyways. So right, this is house money at this point. I should have already blown this account back when I was spiraling every other day. We didn't. We brought it back. We've made some money back, and that's the proof in the pudding there. So that being said, just lock it on the things you can control. What do I want to say about my scaling plan? Take a few seconds to talk about scaling plan, then go over the week recap. Scaling plan is simple. We are taking I've already made my mind up. We're taking $500, no less. Maybe less. I'll go over that. $500 is the game plan right here. $500. So I need to get about $1,300 of profit. Don't know how long or how quick that will take it. I'm not worried. But this account, if we can get a payout from this account, when we get the payout, it will be $500, right? Immediately. That'll be my first ever payout. So this is my scaling plan, right? $500 from this account. So we'll still have this account with $500 drawdown. But what we will do is we will copy trade this account. It's a fresh account, up $99. We're going to copy trade it. Obviously, we hope that we don't lose $500 in a row, and we can build it up again. The game plan after that, so we take $500, just put it in our pocket. Cool. We don't care about it. We have these 2 accounts. Trade them up. Ideally, we don't lose 500. You never know. But ideally, we don't lose 500. And then, at that point, we bring the account up to where we can withdraw $1,000 from each of them. So that'll be $2,000. And then, boom, that is $2,500 I've made in payouts. That will give me all my money back that I've ever spent on Top Step, ever. And some, and I'll have my money there. And then guess what? We're going to just keep trading these until we lose the accounts or get another payout. And then if we either lose them or get another payout, or if we lose them, we'll get more accounts. And if we get a payout, we're going to try and get max allocation. We're going to try and get 5 Top Step accounts. And then we'll copy trade 3 and 2. So we'll copy trade them differently, and I'll go over that. So that's the plan. That's going to take me a while, but I'm not worried about the money, right? This is the thing that a lot of you guys have to do. Some people are good at it. Some people are good at managing their emotions, all the money, all that stuff. Some of you guys got to get it out of your head. Some of you guys got to get a payout out of your head. You pass an account out of your head. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what? I don't even care about that. I don't even care about that. Do it as if this was just a video game. Like, you're not getting anything out of it. Just operate like that. Like, hey, there's no money involved. There's no money involved. Like, I'm not worried about getting a payout this month, next month. I'm just worried about, hey, am I going to keep following my rules? Hey, am I going to keep taking good steps? Is my P&L going to keep growing? That's all I care about. I don't care about payouts. I don't care about how quick I can size up, because in due time, it's going to just explode. It's going to look overnight. It's going to be from nothing to $1,000 to 5K months to 10K months to 50K months. It's going to go boom. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be big and quick and fast and explosive, and all the attributes people describe me as. So it's going to be so quick that you just have to sit there and focus. You just have to say, you know what? I'm not worried about how much time it takes to do X, Y, and Z. What's up, Andy? But my dog came down here. It's not about how quickly, how long it takes. It's about, hey, just do what you're supposed to do. And the results, the money, everything else comes in with that, right? Everything else comes after that. If you're trading well, if you're taking the best possible steps, if you're learning from your mistakes, if you're minimizing losses, if you're sizing properly, if you're slowly scaling like you're supposed to, everything you want's going to come. The money, the cars, the girl, with trading, right? I'm just joking. I was joking. But really, your life will improve slowly, not because you're worried about the payout, about how long it's going to take. I don't give a rat's behind how long it takes me to get a payout or how long, because if I do it the right way and I'm improving and I'm learning, I'm getting better. I don't need my money now. I'm just as happy as I am now as I will be when I'm making money. Yeah, it'll be nice because I have location freedom. I'll have time. I'll be able to do more stuff. I definitely will be happier, but I'm happy right now. I can just live my life. I enjoy what I'm doing. I have a great family. I have great whatever. I'm in a great spot to just let the process be the process. Control the controllables. What can I control? I can control my rules, my risk, everything. I can't control what the market, the opportunities. I can't control if I win my next trade. I can't control if I can copy and win across 15 accounts and make a 10K payout tomorrow. I can't control that, but I can control taking the steps I can take. Everything I can control, and I let everything else do the heavy lifting. Time will do the thing. I don't need to worry about getting a payout next month. Oh my gosh, I need to do this. I don't have no bills to pay that I can't already pay for. Right? I don't need to worry. It's just let the process be the process. Let the results be the results. Let it happen naturally. Don't set these goals. Don't set it. The goal should be, hey, can I work as hard as possible every single day? Can I show up for myself every single day? If you're doing that, you're doing what you need to do. If you say, I'm going to be honest with myself and say, hey, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. How can I fix this? That's all it is. That's all it is. There's nothing. It has nothing to do with, hey, you know what? I want 10K this month. Because you can make 10K. And then you can also just learn how to make 10K for the rest of your life. I could make 10 grand if I got lucky. I could go to the casino and, do some degenerate stuff and maybe make 10K. Is there a great chance of doing that? No. Is there a good chance of me doing that consistently? Absolutely not. It's never going to work again, right? So it's not about the money. That's what you guys have to remember. It's not about the money. It's about the systems you build, right? Businesses, they don't do well just because of an idea or because of a concept. They do well because of the systems they put in place. So I'm building this system, building foundation, and I'm going to have such a good system in place that we can't fail. That's the plan. That's how we've been changing our trading. You guys have been seeing it happen. It's been slow, but again, it's going to be overnight. My goal is to be overnight success. My goal is to be an overnight success because you guys, the ones I've been sitting here from the whole time, can see the progress. You guys can see the progress. Infinite. It's infinite. And it's going to keep going. But the people that are going to come, the guys that are pre-5K subs, you guys are the OGs. With the people that are here 10K, 20K, 30K, whatever, when I'm really making these money, a 10K week, 10K day. Those people that are coming for that, they're going to look at me and think I'm some overnight success. Obviously, they can scroll through my channel and see that's not how it goes, but it's going to look like that to the outside perspective on TikTok. Because people that haven't seen me yet, they haven't seen me, they don't know me. It's not their fault, but it's going to look overnight because it's going to go slow, and then boom, that first payout, boom, the second, third, fourth, and then you have the foundation set so perfectly that it's just about doing it now. It's about scaling. But I don't need to worry about the things that I don't need to worry about, right? Which is I don't need to worry about scaling up right now. I just need to worry about the first payout and then the second payout. And then you start scaling. Then you start getting more accounts. Then you get those payouts. And then you keep going. You don't have to be a millionaire overnight. You just have to get in place. I'm 21 years old. I just turned 21. I would have loved to be a millionaire already, but guess what? If I become a millionaire before 30, I still did something better than 99% of everybody else. So who cares, right? Because if all I'm trying to do is get rich quick, it's going to take me a lot longer. It's going to be a lot harder of a process, and it may never work. So that's my plan. It's not saying it's the best plan. I'm not saying it has to be your plan. That's just how I'm going to do it. And it's just slowly get consistent, build trust with myself. I've basically built this relationship with myself that's like, if you have a partner that's cheating on you, and then they tell you, yeah, I'm not going to cheat on you no more. Like this, we're going to be locked in. I'm going to be fit. You're not just going to start trusting them, right? And you probably shouldn't take anyone that cheats on you back ever. That's besides the point. But let's say hypothetically, right? That's basically me and my trading. I've cheated on myself a million times with my trading. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And I do it every time. So what is that? That's me cheating on myself, saying, you know what? I'm not going to do this, and then I do it, right? And I do the thing I wasn't supposed to do. So now that I'm coming to me saying, look, I'm not going to cheat on you no more. I'm not going to break my rules no more. I'm not going to do anything stupid no more. And then I tell myself this, and it's like, man, It's like, where have I heard this before? Oh, when you cheat on me the first 100,000 times, girl. Like, why? What's different now, right? What's different now? But the thing is, that's why I still am scared to hold trades sometimes. That's why I'm hesitant to get in entries. That's why every time I win a trade, I go half size the next day because I'm so used to losing. I'm so used to winning a trade and losing the next day. I'm so used to losing twice in a row, winning, losing. I'm not used to winning. I'm not used to winning enough. So now I'm in this abusive relationship with myself that I'm going to have to start working towards because now I'm a changed person. I follow my rules. I don't revenge trade. And now I have to just trust it more. But it's hard to trust yourself when you spent a year and a half disrespecting yourself. I spent a year and a half disrespecting myself, my rules, my process, everything that I could control. I was disrespecting it. So I have no trust built up within myself. Right? And that's on me. So it's going to take me a lot longer. So I encourage anyone that's newer to trading, build that trust with yourself immediately. The only thing that matters is following the rules. I don't care about your P&L. And everyone will tell you this. It does not matter. Please don't look at your P&L ever. Never care about it. And I still fall victim, but never care about it, especially if you're newer, because it's not going to help you. You're going to develop bad habits. You're going to worry about the things you don't need to worry about because guess what? If you can follow your plan, risk accordingly, take good setups, not revenge trade, you are going to be so much better off than every single other person that gets into trading because that's all it takes. Because eventually you're going to figure out your model. Eventually you're going to understand how to read the markets. Eventually it's going to make more sense. Everything falls into place when you control the controllables. That's it. That's the key. That's the secret. And everyone tells you this. I was told the secret sauce when I first started, but I had to learn the lesson for myself. Everyone's going to have to learn the lesson for yourself. I can tell you all I want until I'm blue in the face, till the cows come home, that I don't want you to overtrade, that you can't overtrade, it's not going to work, and you're going to still overtrade, right? Because you got to learn that lesson. Just like you got to get cheated on by that girl to understand, hey, maybe I shouldn't trust these girls, right? Maybe they're not looking out for me, right? And then guess what? But eventually you have to just find that way that you got to put those trust issues aside and say, you know what, I can do this now, I can succeed, I'm going to succeed, and you will succeed. And that's what we're doing now. We're actively in the process of just cutting off those layers of scar tissue that I've built up for a year and a half of disrespecting myself. That's a different level because it's so easy. It's really hard if you're a good person. It's really hard to disrespect someone else. Why? You tell someone you're going to do something, you're going to do it for them. Why? Because they know if you don't do it for you, do it for them. But if you tell yourself, oh, I'm not going to do this, it is easy because there's no one there that you have to feel ashamed of. You, right? It's just you. You feel guilt, you feel upset, but at the end of the day, it's not like you told your mom you're going to do this for her and then you just don't do it. Right? You don't make a promise to your mom, I'm not going to overtrade, Mom. And then it'd be a lot harder if you looked your mom in the eyes and your mom was on her deathbed and you said, look, Mom, I'm not going to overtrade anymore. You're probably not going to overtrade, but you're not in that situation. You're sitting there with yourself, looking at yourself, I'm not going to overtrade today. Take that first loss. Oh, well, I don't really care. Because you have no one to hold yourself accountable besides yourself. And that's why trading's hard, because you're the only person. You guys watch this video, you don't care if I make money. I mean, yeah, some people want to see me succeed, but like at the end of the day, if I make money, you're not making money. I'm never going to be putting your money in your pockets. Me making money trading is never going to make money for you guys. So yeah, you might want to see me do well. You might wish well for me, but you don't really care. So I don't really I'm only accountable for myself. You're only accountable for yourself. Take accountability for everything and learn and get better. That's trading. I could talk for 15 hours about this because it's all my brain thinks about, and I know we will succeed if we just do what we're supposed to do, control the controllables, and that's it, right? That being said, let's go over the freaking week, man. Let's talk about this chart. And yeah, so that's my scaling plan. That's my mindset plan. That's everything, right? I don't know what I'm going to title this video. I hope it doesn't flop like the last 2 weeks, man. It is so depressing. It is so depressing to just see I'm having my best trading weeks, and then the views are just boom. Like it's just a nosedive. It's like, like a dolphin dive. Like we were here when we were getting just touched every single day, and then boom, as soon as I start doing good, nobody cares, right? But that's life, right? But dude, don't make a YouTube channel, man. It sucks. I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm just such a skeptic. I'm like going to every single day, every single thing, like just expecting, you know what, tomorrow no one's gonna watch my video ever again. I'm gonna get 0 views. Like I post every video expecting to get like 10 views. I post every video like, someday, like I'm just getting lucky. As eventually no one's gonna watch my videos again. So when I start declining, it's like, this is it. It's finally happening. I'm gonna lose all my subscribers and all my views are gonna go away. And it's not really that way. It's just, it feels that way. And it's such a, dude. I'm complaining about some, first world problems. That's what they say. Let's go over this week, what we could have done better, what we did well. So coming into the week on Monday, let's not do bar replay. How do I cancel this? Okay. So coming to the week on Monday, right? We had already been at all-time highs, but we kind of pulled back into the range. This week, We didn't do anything crazy. So Monday. So let's break down, I guess, the different hourly. So 4 hour we had a push up Monday, and then we went to all time highs on Monday. Tuesday kind of capped out the high here, start rolling over, and then Wednesday we had SMT at these lows. So this is why I was super bullish coming into yesterday. Also, yeah, the trade frequency in the future, I want to have a lower trade frequency, which just means like, you know, trading a way less percentage of days, and just trying to have higher quality trades and just make more in each trade. So really the best possible trade this week was actually yesterday. Why? Because we had the higher time frame narratives. Everything lined up. We had the SMT at these lows, clear sign reversal, market maker buy model. These are the days where I should be hammering the trade. And I did take a winner here, but we should have hammered this and really made some money. Get in here, stop at this low, and just let this thing do its thing, right? 62 points, that's a banger. SMT at the lows internally. Just really solid day right here. SMT here, really solid day. This was a really good day. What could we have done better here? Well, we could have not hesitated on the entry. We got filled like around here, and then we could have then in turn made more and held our take profits more, and you know, just made more money. That's how it goes. I kind of want to review the other days though, because this day we just talked about yesterday, and it was easy. So let's see what we did on Monday. I know we closed the trade early, so I want to go to Monday morning. Not morning, but gosh, bro. Okay, Monday, not July 7. Okay, Monday. What was the trade we took on Monday? Let's see. Monday. See if I can remember. Okay, yeah, cool. We took our trade here, and we got in on the 2-minute break. Right here. Did we have an SMT at this time? We had an SMT. We had an SMT with these lows. Okay, so we had an SMT. Textbook setup. We wait for the 2-minute. We got like kind of a bad fill. We should have got in here. And we should have just simply held the position. That's it. That's literally it. Just held the trade. We closed the trade after 20 minutes. We literally closed the trade like right here. And then immediately ran like a few minutes later. So that's a blunder, right? These are the small fixes. It's just, hey, trust the analysis. This thing's playing out. Why did we like it? Let's see the higher time frame. Well, the higher time frame, SMT. Oh, yeah. Clean day. Clean as you like. This week's was amazing. Monday, amazing trade, delivering off the hourly gap with an SMT. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this on a Monday morning. With all these low resistance draws above, like you could have let this thing play out and then just really let this thing run. I mean, all-time highs. Like, just, can it get any easier than this? No, it can't. Monday was just ridiculously free. That's a blunder on my end. 4-hour gap. I mean, this is just, let's see if we even had a trade. Let's see if we had a 4-hour trade here. Or not a 4-hour. Let's see if we had a continuation play. Out of this 4-hour. Not really. This is kind of like aftermarket. But regardless, great day on Monday. Let's see Tuesday. Kind of review this. It's like a loose review. Just kind of like see what we could have done. Let's go to the hourly. So Tuesday, let's see. Tuesday opens. So what happened on Tuesday? We made $47. Let's see what happened on Tuesday. Let's see if I remember the trade we took. Okay, so we were probably past it. We definitely took like a 30-second in here somewhere. And yeah, we should have gotten in on this change of state delivery right here instead of waiting. That would have been a better way to have traded this. But I could also got away with not trading this day too. As well. So yeah, again, this is very loose. Week recap. I'm just kind of like going back for myself. 5-minute gap. I mean, you just go for 1-to-1. This is just like a no trade type of day. Let me just what do we have? Wednesday. Wednesday we had a break-even day. Can't remember what happened Wednesday. Let's just get out of this. Wednesday. Yeah, we were trying to play longs. We should have stopped playing longs after we saw this. We could have just taken a 5-minute short. I need to get better at shorting the market, really. It's like the big thing. Or we could have played this. Yeah, we had a monster trade right here. 5-minute tap, a 1-minute IFVG here. Yeah, just be more patient. Maybe, again, it's going to come down to just better quality opportunities. How can I start taking better quality opportunities and not trading all the time? I'm pretty sure I took like a long around here, like here, and then it, almost got our first take profit. Not a horrible trade, but it's like, this is way better right here. This is way better. And just being more patient just for the baller setup. So I guess let's just go over today and then call it a day. Let's just call it a day, man. This video's already long as heck. Today, like I told you guys earlier, I'm not going to re-go over everything, but I did expect this sell-off, and it was sponsored by this SMT. That's really it. That's really all I got to say about today. SMT at London High, and we got this change of state delivery on the 15-minute and on the 4-hour. So the 4-hour, we got a very, very, very nice change in state delivery on the 4-hour. Could immediately short this, stop above the high, and, get a really nice sell-off. But, yeah, that was it. The SMT at the highs. Let's get rid of these drawings. SMT at the highs sent us lower, and we capped the week off. So we're going to end the week kind of just back into the range, the daily. We're going to just leave a tiny fair value gap, and I think that we'll use that to keep going higher, or potentially, who knows? I don't like to predict, but what a week. What a day. Why did I not get any trade here, actually? Well, because we had news at 10, and I was waiting for that. And really early in the morning, it's pretty choppy, even though we had a nice direction. It was just pretty choppy, and I don't really like to just short all-time highs, so we just missed out. But I'm kind of rambling now. I don't really have much to talk about. I'm kind of scatterbrained now and just ready to be done with the day, man. It's super late. It's 1:30, and I just want this video out and yeah, go on my weekend. Hopefully you guys had a good week. Let me know how you guys did, what trades you took, if you're up, down, whatever, right? Up, down, whatever. Let me know how you guys did, and I will see you guys in the next one, man. Hopefully we have a good week here. And, like always, code Diego on Apex and Alpha Futures. If you're going to get an account with Apex, use my code. Probably can wait for one of their big sales, but if you need one, buy it with my code. Alpha Futures, they're doing on the zero plan. Look into the zero plan. There's a zero activation fee on their accounts on the zero plan model. It's $79 with code Diego, or any code, but code Diego, and it gets you $79 for an eval, and if you pass the eval, you don't have to pay an activation fee. So that is a banger deal. It's all through June or July. You can get one of those accounts all through July using my code. So if you want to, use my code. Send me a screenshot if you want. I'll say thank you personally. And yeah, I really appreciate it. And they're good. That's a great account. I'm probably gonna get at least one or two before the month ends for myself. But I'm not in a rush. But yeah, it's a great account. So shameless plug. That's how I make money. These YouTube videos and these codes. That's how I be making my money on social media. So might as well, right? So I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate all the support. And we are less than 100 subscribers away from another cord in the jar. But really, the 5K milestone, which will be unbelievable. So I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace out.